I was going up from town, I met the grain trains rolling down. Every day 100 trains, every train 100 cars, every car 100 tons, every ton 100 sacks, every sack 10,000 grains. And that's what cities get from trains. Some politicians lacking brains set invoices dripping sweet. We don't really need these trains, railroads all are obsolete. They're union strong, it makes demands. They guard their yards with railroad dicks who kick our cops clean off their lands. Do not like our politics. As I was going up from town, I met the grain trains rolling down. Every day 100 trains, every train 100 cars, every car 100 tons, every ton 100 sacks, every sack 10,000 grains. And that's what cities get from trains. So the politicians passed some laws to screw more money off the trains and deeper dip their pudgy paws in more control of railroad gains. The railroad said, get off our land. They went on strike to show their peak. The grain trains stopped their rolling and the city starved within a week. As I was going up from town, I met the grain trains rolling down. Every day 100 trains, every train 100 cars, every car 100 tons, every ton 100 sacks, every sack 10,000 grains. And that's what cities get from trains. Hunger riots burned and rose and battered down the State House door, and all those fat politicos were killed and eaten by the poor. And with the city out of joint and no more politician men, the railroad said they'd prove their point and sent the grain trains down again. As I was going up from town, I met the grain trains rolling down. Every day 100 trains, every train 100 cars, every car 100 tons, every ton 100 sacks, every sack 10,000 grains. And that's what cities get from trains.
Good morning, Minecraft. Wandering Beekeeper here. How you doing? Leslie Fish reminding us that every day is a good day to seize the means of production. We are back to Leslie Fish. There will be no more Great Big Sea. There will be no more solace, and I'm going to be watching what I sing. Universal Music Group is being a bag of dicks, but I mean, I guess you can't help being what you are. And my last two Minecraft streams have been region restricted due to copyright, which is an IP management group telling a musician, no, your potential audience does not get to hear you because nobody's paid us. Capitalism destroys art, death to capitalism. Alright, so, getting that off my chest, Minecraft Jalfrezi, that's an interesting title. Let's talk about Jalfrezi for a second. I like talking about curry. Jalfrezi is a coconut-based curry. It's also a particular style of making a curry. And let's go look at a game screen while I'm yattering, because we got a ways to go. Guess who forgot to set up the game to run overnight during the week until last night, and we are nowhere near the 2.0 pressure we need for the next atmospheric event change. The next threshold, at any rate. We hit the 0.75 threshold last time, and nothing apparently happened. Well, something apparently did happen, as you may be noticing in the background. I'll confirm in a minute. Finish the thought about jalfrezi. Jalfrezi, I learned early on that my kids would eat damn near anything if I threw it into a curry, and jalfrezi is basically looking in the fridge and whatever was good at the market today when you walked by on your way home from work. You grabbed a couple of fresh veg and threw it together with whatever was in the fridge with a coconut-based sauce, and you fix some rice, and presto, you have dinner. And you have a dinner that everybody will eat and not be picky about. There is a great deal to be said, about that. I've just been so thankful that, yeah, my kids would eat damn near any veg if I put it in a curry. I was feeding them rutabagas. I was feeding them turnips, shalgam, growing them in the garden out front, and would throw in Swiss chard and whatever else, whatever was coming in from the garden that day. Cut up one or two chicken breasts, real small, more for flavoring than for substance. The real substance is the veg. That's your main filler. Chop the veg up and throw it in with some ghee and some Pottox jalfrezi sauce. Oh, bless the people at Pottox. They made my life so much easier. When I was first learning to do Indian cooking, I was talking with a Desi coworker and telling him about my weekend. I spent the whole damn weekend with the windows open because I was roasting and grinding spices for my biryani, and he just looked at me totally aghast and said, "Dude, my mother uses Pottox." How's the terraforming going, Mux? Welcome. Well, I'm talking about Indian food cooking because of the terraforming. Give me a second. And my Desi coworker just looked at me totally aghast and said, "Dude, my mother uses Pottox. Buy a jar of Pottox." Oh yeah, biryani. Pottox biryani paste has been a staple in our refrigerator for 30 years. I've never had a problem getting my kids to eat it, and I can make a stew pot full for cheap, and it lasts for a couple of days. I don't generally throw out any leftovers at the end. It all gets that. And biryani has been a staple. My kids, on the other hand, have been raised with a much more diverse diet than the usual white suburban kids, partly because I was. My parents are terrible, but they did at least raise me on a really broad diet. My father did not want to see the same thing on the table within a calendar month. If you served meatloaf on the first of the month, he better not see it before the first of the next month, or you would hear about it. He would eat it, but he would grouch about it for a while. We are at an atmospheric pressure of 1.62 here, which is way higher than we were, but as I mentioned earlier, guess who forgot to run the game overnight during the week until last night? And so I'm a couple of days of processing behind, but I do have something to show you here. Because if I take the panel off, we can see that we have clouds. Holy carp, we have clouds. There is a cloud layer on Maru 56 now. We still have lava seas, and it is still listed as a very hot and not breathable, but we have clouds. Now, the sky is still lemon during the day, but in the morning and evening, it's turning green. We are heading maybe toward blue, I don't know. This is terraforming. It's a long, slow process. We've already seen that. There really isn't anything to see from orbit as of yet, and the trees are not changing yet. We've still got savanna trees. Haven't seen any new trees in the immediate area. I haven't been wanting to go too far afield for surveying because I don't want to have to put a chunk loader next to this damn thing. This world is twitchy enough as it is, but yeah, we got clouds. And now I'm reminded of a physics folk of the song clouds. Extremely tiny billiard balls create a force on every wall. They move so fast they cannot fall. I've looked at light that way. Somehow it just doesn't fit. When looking through a double slit, the shadows blur a little bit in this peculiar ray. So I've looked at light from both sides now, from speck and wave, and still somehow it's just equations I recall. I really don't know light at all. So, up to the skink. And hopefully that doesn't get me a copyright strike or something. Thank you. I used to be in the Unitarian choir. Many, many years ago, I was told I had a voice for radio. I was also told I had a face made for radio, and, kind of put them together and discarded both. And kind of wish I'd gone into voice acting or broadcasting or something. I don't know. I think I might have been happier than going into IT. All right. There's just not a huge amount to be seen right now. I did figure out the drone issue with the gas drones more or less. I have to disassemble them when they come back, then reassemble them, and then they unload, and then as soon as I link them to the controller, they launch if I'm at a gas giant. Have not, don't think, tried linking them. Oh, Maxwell Smart theme. Don't think I've tried linking them. Showing me his pressurized tank. I'm in orbit around Monterey 56, which is not a gas giant. Let's do a scan. Okay. Let's do a build. Now that should start unloading. There we go. Because the fluid unloader here, which is pulling nitrogen off of the rocket, is linked to the gantry, not to the controller. Yeah, I used to do the Filks thing years and years ago. Wrote a few songs. I think my favorite one was the one I wrote for Lord Kim from the Shanor books. All right, let's go on and scan and build. Okay, that will go on and unload that. I've got some other voice training also. I used to be a herald in the SCA, which, that was a topic I was dealing with earlier this morning, pronouncing names. I'd love to hear them. I'm a musician myself, as you know, but I haven't touched my studio in months now due to my disability. I understand. I had to pick an art form, and my writing was taking off, and I set aside my guitar and my flute and focused on my writing. I ended up doing a tabletop product line for FASA, and that was a whole thing. But, yeah, there's still some stuff kicking around out there. Need to find the lyrics. I think the only copy is on a sheet of paper that I did on a typewriter. Been so long. My spouse might have transcribed them at some point. I'm going to try linking the controller to the drone and see what happens. It says linked successfully. It did not immediately launch. No gas here. Good. I'm not at a gas giant. We are fueled. We are ready to go. We have not launched because we're not at a gas giant. I want to try something here. I'm going to warp us to Sol 4, which is a gas giant. And we'll see if that drone automatically sets away or what. Oh. Let's see. Select planet. Planet list. Up. Sol 4. Select. Warp. Oh, and I did one, I have a thing for CJ Cherry's work. I did one, for Vanyel from, the Morgaine series. Yeah, Sol 4 isn't a gas giant in our universe, no. Sol 4 would be Mars, and it's very definitely not a gas giant. But we're not in Kansas right now, Dorothy. Oh, bugger. We have a spammer. Ban! Banhammer fires. Spammer is banned. Boom. Goodbye, spammer. Pop. Okay, let's do hydrogen here while I'm in warp. I'm going to take care of this maintenance task. One of these days, I'm going to set up a void pipe or collection unit or something so that I don't have to manually tap off the excess hydrogen. It's a little annoying. Design flaw. Oh, okay, there we go. That did it. That finished. Alright, so just pop those in and pop these back in where we go. Asteroid mining has been successful. We're carrying a lot of aluminum. We're carrying a good amount of titanium. Fair amount of other stuff. Bit of unprocessed iron. 16 ingots of iridium, which is really nice. and vast amounts of hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen. We could carry vaster amounts easily. I learned yesterday that hydrogen is called that because when it was discovered, all they knew was that it generates water when you burn it. Hydrogen. Oh, so the name is a telescoping. That's funny. One of those things that I wonder why I never thought of. It's so obvious when it's put in front of you. Let me grab a couple of of unprocessed chips here because I need to load that up. If I need to load that one up, I need to load this one up. There we go. And here's our asteroid output. Yeah, we arrived at Sol 4. And off we go to the gantry. Okay, it's still here. And I'm going to send it after oxygen. No automatic launch? Okie doke. Let's go on and do a launch. Just, if nothing else, because the launch is really cool to watch. As it drops away, and then the engine fires. If nothing else, the devs of this mod put serious effort into the animations. Didn't know about atmospheric oxygen. Nope. And that gets into Joseph Priestley, and that's an entire thing because I used to be a member at a Unitarian church, and Joseph Priestley and the discovery of oxygen is sort of part of the church canon. It's a thing. The Unitarians are an interesting bunch. Okay, we have no automatic launch on arrival. It's going to be 23 minutes. What I am going to do here, what is Unitarianism? Never heard of it. Unitarian Universalism, the UU Church, is a movement away from Christianity and toward a more universal belief system. Unitarian churches will generally have Buddhist services throughout the year, as well as being available for Muslim prayer times and so forth. They try to be open to everybody. There's a lot of pagans find homes within Unitarian churches through a group called CUPS, the Covenant of Unitarian Universalist Pagans. CUPS chapters are basically covens meeting at a Unitarian church. And the church I was at Richmond, the CUPS chapter led the Samhain service every year. And the minister was very pleased with us that we were willing to shoulder the burden of doing the ministry of the grieving process, which is a thing that you need to do. When I was in San Antonio, the local Mexican community was well represented at the church and did an ofrenda ritual for the Day of the Dead. Individual Unitarian churches vary wildly. Some of them are very white, middle class, and kind of Jesus. Some of them are very culturally diverse, very ethnically diverse, very religiously diverse, and will have a rotating schedule of different faiths presenting each Sunday. You may come in and find that no, today the Jewish chapter is leading a rite. Yeah, it's Sunday. They're off by a day. They're doing it for a demo. You deal with it. So yeah, there's also a lot of atheists within Unitarianism, within the Unitarian Universalist Church. An atheist sounds like a meta-religion. It kind of is. Unitarian Universalism is reaching, I think, for the same thing that the Theosophical Society is reaching for. The Theosophical Society under Helena Blavatsky, I think, got a little more overt and clear about the target. They are searching for the great truths that exist across the commonalities. Um, the Theosophical Society is based in India these days. They were founded by sort of in a joint Indian-British effort, and Annie Besant was one of the founders of the Theosophical Society. She was also a leading reproductive rights crusader in Britain, and at one point was arrested for publishing and distributing a book on contraception. She was acquitted. Um, there's I'm sorry. This is one of those subjects I can info dump on for hours. I really should be doing. Oh shit! What did I just pop? That was one of the secondary controllers. It wasn't the warp controller. We're good. We're good. All right. I need to focus for a second here. I'm going to change worlds here, or at least attempt to. And so I'm going to give you the BRB screen. Um, yeah, this is a subject I can info dump on for hours. It gets into the history of theosophy. Um, if I could change the world, the theosophy people aren't so much looking to change the world as to find the deeper truths that we all know, and just they're in the commonalities that link us together. They're so close to something there. You know, it really feels like it. I wrote them up as a playable religion for 1879, and that was an entire thing. Uh, 1879 was digging deeper and deeper into 19th century magical thought. I was reading Eliphas Levi and Helena Blavatsky and all sorts of fun stuff, just for game research. And then ran across the whole thing with Annie Besant, and that she was a major figure with the Theosophical Society. And I used her as an NPC in a game of in a campaign of 1879. That got interesting. Let's see. What I'm doing right now is launching a different instance of Minecraft because we have got hours, like many, like overnight level hours before the next threshold on Maru 56, and it's going to take 23 minutes for that drone to come back, and I just don't have anything to do aboard the ship other than run asteroid mining missions. You know, I could run a bunch of asteroid mining missions. Those only take about 2.5 minutes each. We could burn through a lot of chips very quickly. What I'm going to attempt to do instead is to go over to the Pixelmon server, and I'm holding, my breath, crossing my fingers, praying to St. Viticon, and we get a serializer. Okay. Relaunch. Usually takes a couple of tries. Saint Viticon, protect us from Murphy. Saint Viticon, hear us in this our hour of need. Saint Viticon, intercede for us and protect us from the glitch. If I can get into Pixelmon, I actually have a shrine to Saint Viticon at my base. This is from the Warlock series of novels by Christopher Stasheff. Saint Viticon is one of those fictional religious figures who has crept out into the everyday world, and it just kind of caught on, you know? Sometimes things catch on. The flying spaghetti monster is now a recognized faith. People show up in their driver's license photos with colanders on their head. Ramen. That's all I can say. It would be really interesting to get the Flying Spaghetti Monster people, to get the Pastafarians to do a service at a Unitarian church. That would be cool. I see you have also been touched by his noodly appendage. Okay, mods loaded, multiplayer, pinging, connecting, trying, serializer. May his carbs protect us all, indeed. Saint Viticon is the patron saint specifically of people in broadcasting, but in general, of anybody who works in IT or in complex technology. In the novel, one of the miracles attributed to St. Viticon occurred at NASA, where a mission dropped off the monitoring. They lost the monitoring. It dropped off the monitoring. They're frantically checking systems. One of the technicians stands up, offers a prayer to Saint Viticon, and the mission pops back onto the screen. And everybody looks at the technician, looks at the screen, sits down. There is some interest in what just happened. It's, yeah. Giving it a try, giving it a try. It generally takes a few tries to get into this particular server, but if I can get into it without overheating my system or blowing out my video emulation memory or just overrunning the Java heap, you know, getting into a contention issue, a race condition, there's so many things. In my family, to protect against bugs and glitches, we put garlic on our monitors. I was with a virtual coven on Genie long ago. I mean, the fact that it was on Genie dates the event right there. This is like before AOL became a big thing. And to do a write, we would each individually ward our computers before we logged on. Let's see. Trying again. Trying again. There isn't really anything to see at the moment, unfortunately, other than a white screen with text running up saying constructing mods. There must be a book about esoteric beliefs in the computer industry. If there isn't, there ought to be. I have run into, if not, someone should write it. Yeah, absolutely. There really ought to be. I just wish I had the cycles. I could probably, oh damn it, this time Create Deco encountered an error during the load registry's event phase. Yay. Okay, try again. The IT industry, I have said this before, is an extremely superstitious organization. There is a great belief in powers out there and things that will fuck with you. Nobody, if anybody making a statement in a meeting about, well, if this goes right, you will see at least two people immediately reach over and knock wood or knock on their head or whatever. The belief that you do not tell the pitcher they have a no-hitter. The holiest time of the IT industry is Friday afternoon. Oh, you schedule the Friday afternoon. Yeah, you schedule a change for a Friday afternoon. You better have a really good reason. I mean, there had better be like it employment retention level consequences if this doesn't go through. It needs to be something that we're not going to survive without it. You fuck up somebody's weekend because you blew a change. Oh lordy. Persona non grata doesn't even begin to describe it. I mean, the old Roman term ex castra. Ah, frack. I'm still getting serializers. All right, all right, all right. Come on, come on, come on, come on. All right, I'm going to give it one more try. If it doesn't work on this next one, I have a brand new mod pack to poke into that all I've done is made sure that I can generate the world and load it. I've not done anything at all with this new mod pack. And it looks really interesting. It's called Industrial Village, and it is a tech mod pack with mine colonies. It's got a few interesting things. Don't forget to give a little prayer before trying to log on. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sitting here doing the finger cross here. It looks like the Vulcan hand sign, except you cross every pair of fingers. My hands are fairly agile, and doing the hand sign and the whole bit. I've got virtual candles lit at the shrine that I'm trying to get to. And create encountered an error during the load registry's event phase. We're going to take a mulligan on that one. Give it one more try here because that was a create. Create has gotten so twitchy lately. Create and Create Deco and its relationship with Flywheel has gotten so twitchy lately. Really concerned. And speaking of Create and Flywheel, when you put a mod pack out on CurseForge, you really ought to be sure it works. I was looking at an all-in-one steampunk mod pack this morning before stream as a possible option, and it doesn't load. It's got issues with the shaders. I finally had to remove the entire shader structure, all the rubidium stuff, Oculus, all the extensions, the compatibility mods, everything. And then Create started pitching a fit because it had the wrong version of Flywheel, but their Flywheel only goes up to 6.8 for Minecraft 1.18.2. There is no Flywheel 6.10 for Minecraft 1.18.2. You have to go up to 1.19 or 1.20 to get to a Flywheel 6.10. And this was a 1.18.2 Minecraft install. So they had run into the problem with Create, where Create put out a version, an upgrade, and Flywheel did not put out an upgrade, and you had to back the version of Create down to where Viticon protect us from Murphys and Viticon seed for us in this hour of need. And we are serialized. The Murphy is strong today. So we will go over to Industrial Village. Let's do a launch on that. I finally got Create backed down to where it was compatible with the 6.8 Flywheel, which is the highest version available for 1.18.2 Minecraft. And let's see, game screen, connect to that, and then full screen. And there we go. Okay. That gives us something game related to look at for a few minutes here. And then, of course, at that point, Create Deco is no longer compatible with Create. So, I fussed and fussed and fussed with this thing for like, I don't know, 20 minutes, half an hour, trying to get it to come up and generate a world, and then it came up saying that there was a problem with one of the data packs. That there was a bad structure in a data pack that prevented it from loading to the world, and I couldn't figure out which data, and I was running out of time. I didn't have time to figure out which data pack had corrupt data in it, and at that point, the whole thing is cursed. So, folks, please test your mod packs before you put them up on CurseForge. Come on. I want to be able to give your mod pack a good review. I want to be able to feature your mod pack. Industrial Village here has a nice custom logo here on the Mojang splash. They have a custom menu, which we will see in just a second. I mean, look at this. They've put some serious work in on this. And we've got links to their Discord, language setting, the mods over here, accessibility, big icons over here. I like the big icons. Those are easy to see, easy to recognize. Take me down to Overlord City, and I'm not going to sing any more of that because Universal Music Group is a bag of dicks. I will never pass up an opportunity to point out that Universal Music Group is a bag of dicks. That's just one of those things. Two of my recent Minecraft videos have gotten copyright restricted by region, and artists are being told, no, people cannot experience your music because nobody paid his art cut. the mooches and parasites didn't get paid, and it's just arguing annoying, you know? I mean, it's just not right. Art, capitalism destroys art. Okay, here we go. Nice large clear text. We need to open chat to see the full message. Yes, we do. Okay, nice large clear text here. This is good. Capitalism and art are mutually exclusive. Yes, they are. And capitalism can only exist as a parasite upon art. Capitalism does not create. First thing to do is get down off this mountain. Currently, we are having the biomes announced. It's interesting. What I'm looking for, of course, is a place to put a base. Let's see. Let's just save some time. I did allow cheats. I'm going to do a few things here. Oh, we're getting some expansion here of the map. About to get a lot of expansion of the map because I'm about to teleport. Let's just pop to here. These plains. I'm looking for a building, village, or this looks like Minecraft. Yes, it does. It does in fact look like Minecraft. It will look like Minecraft up to at least up to a certain point. Bear in mind there's 262 pages in JEI here right now, which does include things like some very large industrial machines here. And quite a lot of other interesting goodies. There's a lot of furniture. Interesting stuff from immersive engineering. What is all this? These are they're cards. Collector's album. Some sort of collectible card thing in this mod pack? Holy crap. Oh, you never know what you're going to find. New mod packs are like a box of Cracker Jacks. You do not know what prize is going to be in the bottom. Oh, I'm hitting a bit on the Pixelmon server so much. There is something down there. Let's head that direction and see what there is to see. There is a structure. There is also possibly, be careful here, don't fall in a hole. There's a structure here. There's some cows. Oh my goodness, this looks very home-like. Apple press from the Let's Do Vinery. Oh, this is a structure from the Vinery. One of the mods in this mod pack is the Let's Do Vinery, which is all about setting up your own vineyard and making wine. Red grape seeds. Let's collect some grapes. Have made the advancement wild grapes. Inside, oh, hi there. There's a dude here. Let's talk to this villager. He's a, yeah, not so good. Aging barrel. Noir wine. Furniture with apple wine in or apple wine sitting on. Clark wine. I now have my first wine. Okay, why not? Stash that for later. Big dark cherry table. White grape bag. Okay, bottle storage. This looks like Chinchafu here. I love that. Ooh, and a loot chest. What do we got in the loot chest? Dungeon coins. And red grapes. And some white grape seeds. Useful stuff. I'm quite certain. Down here, the wine cellar, of course. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Look at all this. Red grape bag, white grape bag. Loot box. Want to grab this. And you get smashed, though. I don't know. But he always wants to know that. More loot box. Finding a lot of fruit here, not surprising. I'm in a winery. There's an awful lot of wine bottles here. I've found something I feel like I've found something significant here. Oh, look at that. That looks like a sherry bottle. I played a lot of Stardew Valley last month and found out you can make a fucking fortune making wine. It's incredible the markup you can get. Oh, absolutely. One of the things I do in Stardew Valley is I set up the greenhouse mostly with ancient fruit and then make ancient fruit wine and just pack the cellar as full as I can get it. When it turns over, it's like, I forget, 500,000, 750,000. It's just this unbelievable amount of cash coming in one go. You sell iridium quality ancient fruit wine in bulk, and you make this massive fortune all of a sudden. So yeah, here is a winery that just needs to be got going. There's a the building and the cellar, and no vineyard. Oh, look at this duck. Oh my God, they've colorized. We've actually got a proper mallard here with the green head and the whole bit. I love detail like that. Duck. Yeah. I love detail like that. I wonder if we get duck eggs from the duck. I'm going to enclose the duck and see what happens. In the meantime, I was looking at a map, and there's some sort of something, looks like maybe a bit of wreckage to this direction. Let's go see what it is. Welcome to Vinery. Oh, there we go. I must have missed that pop-up message. Autumnal Maple Forest. We have an acrobat skeleton. Okay, yeah, it's standing on its head. Okay. Oh, it's a pile of lumber. Sort of. Looks like it might have been a building at one point. Maybe. Might have been an old barn fallen in. It has that look of an old barn. Here's maybe what used to be a doorway. All right. Need the right tool for this job. Oh, bugger. It's gonna get picky about what tool I use, isn't it? Oh. Bugger, bugger, bugger. All right, hold on a second. Good golly. I did not expect that many config items to pop up under game rule. Holy cats. There we go. All right, Permanoon. There we go. Quack, indeed. Indeed. We have a new duck. Okay, this is wanting me to start some stuff here. Let's... Oh. Your basic stuff. It doesn't want to let me... Right tool for this job. What is it wanting me to have here? Am I going to have to start with like flint or something? Hello, duck. Oh, hey. We do, in fact, get duck eggs. There we go. Answers that question. Let the duck loose. Question has been answered. We do, in fact, get duck eggs from the duck. And so far in this game, I've made a duck. Let's see what this is. I'm going to just bounce around a little bit and look and see if I can find some useful stuff. And do a bit of looting, maybe. There are looter boxes for just such a thing. Let's just grab what's available. Put up to there, and you have been put in a bad position here, my friend, and could really use an axe here, but it will let me break the bars with a bare hand. There we go. We will release those two people. Those are usually just ordinary villagers that have been taken hostage. The illager camp has wool, but I don't know. Yeah. Okay, wool is really incredibly useful because I can make a bed out of it. Yeah. Take the crafting table because I need a crafting table. Stick. Task completed. Stick. Okay. I need to look at the quest book here. Progression Overview. This mod pack offers the ability to craft and explore freely as long as you have the required materials. Some recipes are more difficult and require additional resources. This allows for a gradual progression and provides a definite direction to follow while still leaving room for imagination and adaptability. It also promotes gathering resources and discovering new recipes and opportunities. Where are we right now? We are quest chapter starting quest. Okay, that's locked. We are here. I need to... I have a bunch of tasks. I need to build a coke oven and visit the Nether. Finish chapter 1. What all have I got first? Let's see. What's this? Side quest. Tetra. Oh, good grief. Tetra brings in the the Kimoyo interface. Oof. It's like written in Wakandan. Side quest, time to fight, doesn't tell me. Fight mobs, get rewards, whatever. Check all the storage options. Info quests. Okay. Ba-da-bum. This is just the information page here. Okay. First steps. First steps, where are we? We are... Stick. Okay. Stick. Any forged pebbles makes flint hatchet. Okay. There we go. Flint can be found by picking up the pebbles and holding right click. You will nap the stones. Has a chance to produce flint. It wants me to actually nap my flint. Okay. Except it's supposed to be spelled with a K. There's a silent K on nap. K-N-A-P. When you're napping flint. Crafting table. Well, I've got a crafting table, just haven't placed it. Okay. Let's do a couple things. There we go. It gave me two stone pebbles. I'm going to take one in each hand and go. Pop. No flint. Need a flint. Okay, gotta pick up some pebbles. Understood. Okay. This is why there's stuff like stuck to the ground. Got it. Helps if you read the quest book. When in doubt, read the manual. Okay, I'm there, and the winery is up there. Just want to make sure of where I am, and there's also something over here now, which I'll check out in a little bit. I gotta try a couple of things first. Anything happening here? Anything useful? Has made the advancement taking a nap, and there they spelled it correctly. Thank you. Okay, I now have 5 flint. Alright, I have a crafting table. I need to go back to here. I'm going to just work out of this, whoops. Work out of this winery for right now. I can remember where the front door is. There we are. Hello, duck. I'm just going to work out of here for right now. Alright, let's see. I need a flint hatchet. Hold on. I'm starving this all hell. There we go. Wait a minute. Flint hatchet. There you go. Flint hatchet made. Making progress. Quest completed. Stick. Let's see. Okay, this one's completed. I can now gain that, and I can collect an apple. I can now collect wood, and it's used to craft planks. Put a hatchet in the crafting window and a stripped log near it. Okay. Crafting table. It wants me to make planks. This wants me to make an axe. Well, first things first. Let's go back to the wood pile. Which looks to me suspiciously. I walked right past it. It's up on this hill. Looks suspiciously to me like a collapsed barn. Hey, there we go. Now I can cut planks. Acquire planks. Zoo talks a lot about figuring out what the game wants from you. That part of your job as a player is figuring out, what the game actually wants you to do. In this case, it's telling me to some extent what it wants me to do. Check. I think it wants me to make a my own crafting table and not just possess one. Let's try that. That did it. Crafting table. I get a door, and I get a comfortable and a little embarrassing to use. Can access. I get a crafting table here, which is a neat thing. That can access nearby inventories. So yeah, I'm gonna put that in, and not consolidating. There we go. Consolidate and sort. Thank you. All right, I need to make some stuff. First, I need to make another hatchet, but I can't make another hatchet because I don't have enough flint. I need more flint. You need more Vespine gas. Always need more Vespine gas. Second, I'm going to try to make a chest and see if it'll let me. Chest made. Okay. There. From there. I should get crops going at some point. Yes, Doc, I know. I need to do a number of things. Thanks for pointing out the stick. There we go. Stick is acquired. Now, supposed to be able to, well, Maybe not. It doesn't look like it's seeing anything here. We'll figure it out. All right, where are we going from here? We are going either to the flint knife or to the flint saw. Ooh, look to view recipe. I need a lot more flint. Okay, I gotta go kick rocks for a minute here. This is a long progression mod pack, I can see. For me to build up my industry pretty slowly. Depending upon how this goes, I may be playing this a while. We'll see. Here's some more grape seeds. Gather the grape seeds. I should probably be clearing the land while I'm at it. You know? I'm going to need to be able to plant here at some point. And that's also giving me industrial hemp seed. Ooh, hi. Let's do bakery, strawberry. Okay. Spiffy. There are strawberries. And that's a silver birch leaf pile. Don't know. We need more overlords. Heh. Funny word to come up because it has so many associations. The class of dropship in MechWarrior BattleTech. That's my current player title on the Pixelmon server. I'm about to find out what's after Overlord because your title is based on your longevity of play. The more hours you spend on the server, the fancier a title gets put before your name. Not sure if I'm going to get Legend or what after Overlord. Alright, I realize, I'm not being as productive as I could be. I'm just whacking with a stick at the moment. But this is clearing land and getting me seed and, oops, throwing a stick into the water. I probably needed that. Lime flower. That got me lime petals, plant fibers. This is getting really detailed. I'm seeing a trend toward detail at the low end here. Interesting. All right, I've got some stones here. Let's go on and get them napped. And see if I can get... All right. Got some rocks napped into flint. I can go make a new hatchet. I can't even build that apple press yet. Good grief. Okay. Let's see. Stick and Flint, flint, flint. That gets me a flint hatchet. I feel like I could probably make a flint shovel. Shovel seems like it would be a useful thing. Are there a lot here I don't have a use for yet? Oh, we were going to try the wine and see what happened. Give me a minute on that. I'm just kind of stashing stuff at this point. Okay, yeah. That's just an empty wine bottle. Throw it over here in here. And yeah, it gives me some minor effects for a brief time. It's kind of wild seeing you go from terraforming exoplanets to crafting stone tools. Yeah, well, it's all technology mods. Hey, a bench. Look at that. It's a nice little bench. A nice little wood slab bench. I like that. I like the way they've done the grain and left the bark on and stuff. Nice detailing. I love the detailing on stuff like that. Just such a thing. Okay, let's see. Where are we and what are we doing now? I need to check the book. What does it want me to do? Flint saw. And knife. And a flint knife. I need to make both of them. This mod has got both the details and the ducks. Yes, it does. The duck is in the details. It's not seeing the container inventory, and that's really bothering me. It's supposed to. Here's the flint saw. Quest completed. And the flint knife. There we go. Hunt and gather. Flint saw gives me a stripped oak log and allows me to make wood planks in a more efficient manner than by using an axe. The flint knife will forage resources. Secondary drop is guaranteed to drop once. When harvesting grassy plants, it may collect straw, combined with a cutting board, which we've seen in a lot of other mods. Okay, it gets me wheat seeds, whoop-de shit, and it got me a bandage, which I'm a little concerned about. Okay. It wants me to make a cutting board. Farmer's Delight cutting board, wooden form. Let's place substance together. Wooden form. Okay, current workstation does not support recipe. Okay. Cutting board. Oh, good grief. The architect's cutter. I'd forgotten we're going to be dealing with the architect's cutter. That's going to be a thing all of its own. Oh my gosh. Why isn't it seeing into this? It won't make planks out of a log unless I put a saw in there with it, and then it makes stripped logs. And then I have to process the stripped logs into planks, and that puts more wear and tear on the tool. Fun. Oh lordy, this is going to be a thing. Okay. Lime flower seeds and the duck eggs. Seeds in. Basically anything I really ought to try to do. General insert. There we go. Anything that will go should go. Alrighty. So, Buck, what do you say? You want me to make a cutting board. I want to make a cutting board. Okay. It wants me to make a wooden form. Not sure. It seems like it takes 2 wooden forms to make a wooden form. What? Oh, you use the planks on the cutting board to make the wooden. Okay, got it. I have a counter over here. I have a counter over here that I can put this cutting board on. I'm pretty sure I should be able to. Why can't I put the cutting board on it? That's annoying. Put the cutting board there. Yes, I can. And I can then take this and go. Haha! Done. I have made the wooden form. I get another bandage. Early game progression was intentionally made more challenging. This is done to create a sense of achievement and satisfaction when you overcome those initial hurdles and to appreciate the smaller challenges, such as building your first furnace, and to provide a more rewarding experience when you eventually reach the point of launching a rocket to the moon. In addition to slowing down early game progression, further recipes have been tweaked and adjusted. It was made to ensure that you will have a smoother progression curve and to create a sense of accomplishment as you advance through the pack. It should encourage you to strategize, problem solve, and appreciate the journey of gradually unlocking new capabilities and achievements. Oh, lordy. Oh, this is going to be an interesting one. Okay. They want you to slow down, smell the flowers, pet the duck. Mm. Looks like a slow burn. Yep. Oh, it gets better. Flint pickaxe. Hmm. Flint pickaxe. Make it next. Okay. I need another chest to widen this one out. Means I'm going to need to take that hatchet back to the wood pile. Oh, now I can at least fit all that in there. A little concerned about that. Flint pickaxe greater than Flint, Michigan. You're setting a very low bar with Flint, Michigan, I have to say. You know, there are certain places that, like Trenton, New Jersey, where people from Trenton will go, yeah, Trenton sucks. Ah, spent some time there. I've done my time in hell. Thank you. All right, I need to go back to the wood pile and pick up some more planks. At this point, I'm realizing I probably need to gather like everything. Holy Toledo. This is, yeah, let's look at the, oh, that's a maple shrub. Huh, nice. Okay. There were some ready-made planks here and some log already cut. I've got to get progressed up to stone tools and then to iron here. This flint stuff is for the birds, but it's what I got available. Tall grass. I don't need more wheat seed. What I do need... No, I definitely need that. All right. Got a few more planks. Good morning, Willow. Good afternoon, Willow, says Mux. Willow, I am mucking around in a new mod pack called Industrial Village. For iron, you'd need to start digging, I guess. Yep. I have a flint shovel. I have a shovel. Advanced rocketry is down to waiting for many hours for terraforming to happen. So we're not looking at that at the moment, and I wasn't able to get onto the Pixelmon server, which makes me a bit sad. I may knock off in a few minutes and give it one more try, and give it another try before the end of the stream, because I'd really love to get onto the Pixelmon server on stream. It would be so cool. This, however, has this mod pack has been interesting. It has a whole progression. Yeah, it's called Industrial Village, and it is starting me out with making flint tools and eventually working up to launching a moon rocket. So I'm going to be working through the progression for a while, I think. You know, we may be seeing this on stream a bit. That's a cook pot. That's a Farmer's Delight cook pot over there. We are one of the things we are eventually heading for. It wants me to make a flint pickaxe, and for that, all right, I've got what I've done here is I'm hermit crabbing into an available structure as usual. This is a winery. Um, there's already, you know, the tasting counter here, and there's racks of wine already made, and there's a whole cellar down there and stuff going on, but we'll get into that later. This mod pack has the Let's Do series, which I've never dealt with before. There's a Let's Do Bakery, a Let's Do Vintnery, a Let's Do Brewery that looks like the instructions may all be in German. Who knows? The description was all in German. There's several Let's Do mods in here I haven't seen before. There's some other stuff I haven't seen before, so I'm exploring. So, there were two mod packs I was looking at for a bit of an explore, and only one of them is working out here. Oh, here's some flint. Let's see. Wanted me to make a flint pickaxe. Oh, I need rope. To get rope, I need safety net. Okay. Uh. Hmm. It wants me to make rope. I need straw. 2 straw to make rope. There we go. That's what I was looking for, is page 2. And now, page 2. Thank you, Paul Harvey. I need to take the knife and go find rice so that I can cut straw. All right. First things first, let's get some flint and let's go on and nap this flint. The secret is to bang the rocks together, guys. Right, you find some rope around the winery. I already looked around the winery, there weren't no rope. I'm going to have to find some rice, which means checking down along the riverbanks. Let's just very quickly have a look here. White grape seeds. I feel like that's a new thing here. I had green grape seeds and red grape seeds. Let's make sure I've got white grapes as well. Okay, I'm not seeing any rice here. Swim across, which should... Nope, does not unlock the recipe for a boat. Flower forest. Wild oats. I'm interested. Let us cut the oats with the knife, at which point I have oat seeds. Fruity Oaty bar, make a man out of a mouse. Fruity Oaty bar, make you bust out of your blouse. Eat 'em all the time, let 'em blow your mind. You know, it says something about the depth of my fandom that I can still do the entire Fruity Oaty bar jingle. What do we got here? Blue Lupin, Red Lupin. Dennis Moore, Dennis Moore. Orange flower. Just sort of a generic orange flower. Okay, fine. I'm not finding rice here. I need to find a village and loot it. That's what I need. And what is that bright green up there? I'm interested. Spruce shrub. There are shrubs in this world. It's kind of interesting. That is an oak shrub in a temperate grove. And those are white grape seeds, and I don't need more white grape. I have plenty of white grape at this point. What I need is an explorer's compass. I'm willing to bet that that's not in this mod pack. It is in this mod pack. Son of a gun. Explorer's compass is in the mod pack. Can be bought for quest coins. Cannot be made. Okay. Gotta do enough of these that I get enough quest coins, collect rewards, okay, close. Alright, I need enough quest coins that I can then buy buy one. I made one of those, damn. Alright, I gotta find rice so I can make one of those, damn it. Ugh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm getting a little bit of a heat warning here. Let me readjust a bit. Uh-oh. May have a problem here. May have a very large problem here. Looks like Minecraft has... Watch out, it's gonna blow. Yeah. Ooh, okay. There we go. Minecraft bogged badly for a minute there. Let me just find my mouse. Can I get my cursor off of... I can't move my cursor off the screen. This is not good. This is really not good. Hmm. Tab. Tab out to... Hold on. I've got a bit of a potential crash here. Can't get my cursor off of there, and... Alright. We'll just do a save and quit. There we go. That freed my cursor. Whew. Alright. You're... Oh Lord, what are you even looking at? You're looking at at a recursive desktop here. Good gods, what are we looking at? Let's go to... let's get a BRB screen up here for a minute here. Wow, okay. Yeah. OB Inception, yeah. That was not cool. I had a technical problem there that was partly, I think, due to my system heating up. I'm going to give the machine a minute here to cool down while I do a thing here. I am going to try to go back to the Pixelmon server and see if it will let me log in. Since we fell out of Industrial Village, I'm going to be playing that pack for a while. And we'll be seeing it on future episodes as I make progress through it. The fact that it goes all the way back to like Flint tools and has this whole thing, someone very detail oriented has thought carefully about this mod pack and about its quest structure. And I feel like I really ought to follow the path they've laid out with it and not just run ahead. I'm going to work through this. This is setting a challenge before me. This is setting a complex path to work through. I love working through a complicated tech tree. You know? And we've established that pretty thoroughly in the course of my doing this stream. I love a good, a well-built tech mod with a strong progression, and the fact that the developers of this mod pack, and I need to get names here. I need to be able to give shout outs and so forth. This is looking really good. I've had one mod pack that I looked at this morning that was absolute crap, that just wouldn't even load, had a bad data pack in it, had mod incompatibilities, all sorts of issues. And another one that is showing a great deal of time and care going into curating it. I appreciate it when people put that kind of time and effort into things. You know, there's a certain amount of respect that has to be offered just for the effort. I had a text spammer pop up on me, a week or two ago now, and I tend to fool with them. Um, this person popped up with the usual, "Hello, is this so and so? Do you remember me?" And I sent back Gesundheit, and they sent me back their sales pitch in German. Okay, they detected the language and switched languages for delivering their sales pitch. Somebody actually took the time to catch the language exception, do the lookup, and put in the switch. They've done it for a terrible purpose. I mean, they're writing a text spam bot, which is a horrible thing to do, but but they took the time to check what language was coming back and tailor their sales pitch appropriately. There's, I gotta give them some respect for having at least gone to the effort there. So many of these spam bots are just so badly written. Whoops, that's interesting. Are we in the middle of a reboot? Woo. Failed to synchronize registry data from server. Oh, they've done an update to the mod pack to the server finally. All right, hold on a second. Edit Forge update pack. Launch. Some days I play Minecraft, and some days I fiddle with Minecraft instances trying to get them to load. One of the joys of playing Minecraft is that you may end up spending a lot of time, especially if you're doing mods, you're going to spend time fiddling with your instance, mucking about with the client settings. Trying to figure out how to bring in a new version of Java into the launcher, which has its own Java libraries, and how to bring in Java 11 so that I have it between 8 and 17 as an option. Hmm. I have to read so much doc for my day job. By the way, what's depicted in your standby slide? It looks like the Brandenburg concertos. It may very well be. The Brandenburg concerti are some of my favorite work. I used to play trumpet, and so Bach was a feature of my lessons. Me give this a try. It's what it actually is a piece of art that I found in the British Library's public domain collection. I did a search for chamber music candlelight, and this came up. I don't even remember who the artist is. It's some 16th century painter who did this kind of thing, you know? I don't even know. It was what came up. The British Library has tried to make some amends and has the British Library and the British Museum have digitized so much of their collections and put it online. British Pathé, the documentary maker, took like 100 years of documentary films and put them all on YouTube for free. Um, I pretty much lived in their public domain collections when I was doing 1879, and I still have a lot of bookmarks. It's definitely a flute concerto. You've got a flute soloist, and so it's not the third Brandenburg concerto, which has a trumpet soloist. This seems to be yeah, in a cymbalo. Yeah, I'm a little. I really don't know what piece they're supposed to be presenting. Like I said, I did a topic search for the art that I wanted and ran it against the British Museum's public domain collection. There is one of the things that I love about there's so much in the public domain that is still useful hundreds of years later. Some of it, like this particular art piece, I've actually used. Let's see, well, my opening screen and my TNT open are both Minecraft scenes of my own construction. The BRB is this painting. The end break. This one is what is his name? The guy that did the rainy street scenes and was such a master of light and reflection. I have a bunch of Griswold or something like that. I got to look him up. I've got a bunch of stuff by this painter. I love the atmosphere on his work. We should be looking at a BRB screen right now so that people don't think I'm leaving. What I'm trying to do is get into the Pixelmon server, cue the animated GIF of the reporter with the microphone thrashing at the gate and screaming, "Let me in." Well, we're coming down to 10 minutes left, and I still can't get into this damn fool server, and I think I'm going to wrap up a few minutes early here simply because I'm running out of stuff I can do. Willow, do I need to throw a raid to you? Are you there? And what I need to do is find rice so that I can cut the rice with a knife and get rice and rice straw, and I can then weave the straw into rope. This is Farmer's Delight stuff. I'm familiar with it. And if I can make rope in Farmer's Delight, I got to look at the version. I think we're on that pack is on a 118.2. If it's on a 118.2, then the tomatoes will trellis. Tomatoes. This is the thing in Farmer's Delight that is a detail I am really focused on. The 1.16.5 version of Farmer's Delight does not have this feature, and it was a great disappointment to me when the Pixelmon server came up and it was 1.16.5 and I could not trellis my tomatoes. In the later versions of Farmer's Delight, if you hang a rope above a tomato plant, the tomato plant will climb up to 2 blocks higher up the rope, trellising itself, and you get proper climbing tomatoes, with each of the 3 vertical blocks producing tomatoes. So you get 3 tomatoes off of the plant when you harvest it. Nope, I'm still getting serializers. So I'm going to wrap up here. We are going to actually go to the end break screen, and I'm going to wrap up here. I got 10 minutes. We're closing out 10 minutes early because Minecraft is just not being as cooperative as I'd like it to be. So it has been lovely. We've poked at a couple of different things, and yeah, there's been a big jump from going from terraforming exoplanets to crafting flint tools. That's a big jump. Um, and we have the duck. We have a duck. We have a community, the truck community. Streaming schedule is in your upper left screen, and hope you will join us through that schedule. We've got stuff going pretty much every day. I will be back tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. UTC -6. That's American Central Time. And I will be bringing Roots of Pacha, which has just gotten all sorts of fun. That is a farm and romantic sim that, in the vein of Harvest Moon and Stardew Valley, with a very queer environment and a very complex and well written storyline. I've been having lots of fun with that. VODs are on YouTube, and I will be back next week at 8 a.m. with more Minecraft trains and tech, and we will see you're going to go out for your birthday. Congrats. Absolutely. Don't stream. Go out for your birthday. Indulge thyself. Use the excuse. Have fun. And we will see you tomorrow night for Roots of Pacha and next Saturday